You like a powerful man.
I do.
So a dominant to your submissive.
I'm not submissive.
Could you be a trad wife is what I'm asking.
Trad wife meaning like I'd be at home and no.
Like making Oreos from scratch.
I don't absolutely not.
Why not?
Because that's not who the I am. And my daddy didn't raise me like that.
To be a trad wife.
To be anybody's wife. My dad used to literally say that to me. I didn't raise you to be somebody's wife.
That's so brave.
I don't know if it's brave or smart. Most of the people that I know that's gotten married are divorced now.
And so really that's an indictment of the institution.
Yeah. I think marriage is legalized slavery.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Say more, because if I'm thinking about slavery and I'm thinking about marriage, there are two different images that come
Absolutely
into my head.
not. I don't think, I don't know how you don't. A man is, especially if he's expecting you to be a trad wife, he might as well pull out a whip and a chain.
Wow. So there are young people watching who might be wanting to get married. What would you say to them?
Don't
get married.
No.
Okay.
Oh, God, you are crazy.
How am I crazy?
You are crazy.
You're saying that marriage is a...
No, I don't believe in the marriage. No, I don't.
So you wouldn't get married?
No, and I don't think it's beneficial for a woman at all.
Leslie Jones says that marriage is akin to slavery. Okay, she was on some podcast saying that marriage was slavery and shit. And at one point, she was asked by the host, another black woman, whether or not she would get married, and she answered in the negative and shit. And I just, I had a twinkle in my fucking eye because I know she's saying that shit because she know nobody don't want to marry her fucking ass. She ain't on nobody's fucking bucket list and shit. Marriage is voluntary, last I checked and shit. Okay, I have seen very few arranged marriages outside of the Eastern Bloc of Europe and shit. And that's only because I lived in California and shit. And I actually know at least two people that were in an arranged marriage. And they were from Armenia. Okay? And I don't know about the culture over there and shit. But those were the arranged marriages that I saw, including the chaperone and shit, up until that said marriage occurred and shit. Okay? It's not black culture and shit. Okay? Not black culture and shit. Now, Leslie Jones, I'm tired of her fucking ass and shit. Because I've made more videos about her than she deserves. Okay, she is on no one's bucket list. And I want to let you know that I have seen this woman naked. Okay? The fappening happened. That leak of the stars' cell phone footage or whatever, their files, their cloud and shit. Somebody decided to be funny and release nude pictures of Leslie Jones. And I saw what she looked like naked and shit. And I was like, man, she's not even a two-bagger. Okay? She's not a two-bagger. Okay? She's a million bagger. Okay? I want everyone in America to wear a bag on their head, including me and Leslie and shit, if we copulate in any way and shit. And I have to have bionic help. There will have to be a metal strut down there. Manufacturing an erection to go inside of her if it's even humanly possible. And I'm tired of her sitting up bitching and shit. Back in the day, Velvet Jones, as played by Eddie Murphy, was taken to people's court by a prostitute who was angry about a book that he wrote that would instruct her on how to be a streetwalker and shit. And his response was, the bitch is ugly and shit. The bitch is ugly. And he won the case on Saturday Night Live. He won the fucking case, man. Vintage Eddie Murphy and shit. It applies in 2026 this shit, man. And April 1st, April Fool's Day. But the only fool I see is Leslie Jones trying to fool people and shit. We all sitting here with our lip curled and shit looking at her fucking ass. Like, really? Really? Like, normally I'd be mad and shit. I heard this bullshit. And I watched it on Passport OG's channel and shit. It was a video titled "Marriage is the New Slavery: Freedom from Male Tyranny." Okay, and they're doing their best to keep them from going up in views and shit memberships. Okay, and I'm just gonna totally shadow ban, but Leslie Jones is on no one's fucking bucket list, and I'm tired of the goddamn social engineering. There's nothing you can do to make me think she's somebody I would be sexually attracted to and shit. Okay, all right, I don't know. Maybe to put her behind a wall and cut a hole in the wall and stick her ass up to the wall and shit. But I seen her naked and shit. And there's nothing there. Okay? There's nothing there, shit. I am tired of this fucking social engineering from misandrous black women. I want to make that deal very clear. Misandrous black women, evil, nasty, racist black women and shit. They're criminals and shit. They're the new face of crime across the board. My fucking soapbox that I stand on and shit. And I'll stand on it till I'm in the fucking ground and shit. And this bitch is ugly and shit. I'll take as many lie detector tests as humanly possible. I'll let you shoot me up with quote unquote truth serum and shit, and she'll still be busted as fuck. Okay, she is beyond the wall. That bitch is the wall. Okay, you know, like you sisters like to say, y'all the table and shit. This motherfucker is the wall. Okay, that's where the buck stops. Now she send me a drink. I'm at a bar and she send me a drink and shit, and I don't accept the fucking drink. I know that bitch gonna come over and start popping her gums and shit in a negative. And all I'm gonna do, you know, vintage me, younger me in my 30s, is gonna spin around on that fucking bar stool and facing her, and I'm gonna think the most boorish, nasty thing I can do and shit. I'm gonna unzip and show her my Johnson and shit and tell her like, hey, I got this shit covered with this right hand. Okay, and I'm gonna tuck that bitch away and walk on out and shit. After ordering myself another drink and shit, which I'll drink and slurp, looking at her in her ugly face, looking like a fucking muppet. And I'm gonna walk the fuck out and shit. I'm tired of this social engineering and shit. You know, if I had to go through over 50 years of being told I'm unappealing and shit, visually so, that's a lie, by the way. I can tell the bitch she ugly. Okay, there's one adult to another and shit. And I can tell you, I've experienced fucked up, busted women that look like giant bottles of like them wet wipes. They built like the bottle of wet wipes with a head and legs on that shit. Getting bucked with me. Okay, and I ain't gonna lie, I have told some women some fucked up shit because I felt like doing it and shit. Because I know they would. I applied their logic, their feminine misandrous logic to that bullshit when I said I was not interested in shit. And they still was coming at me. Okay? I told a bitch off. And she showed up the next day and tried to drive me home in her Lexus. And I didn't get in that shit because I didn't trust her. Alright? Leslie Jones is fucked up. It's all cap. Stop lying saying you wouldn't get married and shit. Any nigga, even a homeless motherfucker living under the bridge, can call you up on your cell phone and say, get over here, bitch, I'm ready to get married. And you'll be over there with your Jordans on. Your Air Max and shit. Run with a gun to force them into that shit. And take them straight to City Hall. Or jump a broom and shit. Do the slave thing and shit. As long as you catch any nigga and shit, okay? You need to, if you really feel that way, Leslie, you need to start posting your receipts and shit. I want to see all the dudes you go out with and shit. Post all that shit on your social media. All the top tier motherfuckers that go out with you. Okay? Stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. Finally, Leslie Jones, as of this recording, April 1st of 2026. April Fool's Day, okay? I want to say it's April Fool's Day, but you a fool every motherfucking day, nigga. You a fool every motherfucking day.
Say, why don't you pick on somebody your own disposition?
Oh, please, Mr. Barroom Brawler. Don't hurt me or anything like that.